found this capsule among my grandfather's things. What could it be? Made of metal? Very light, so maybe aluminum? The spoon or shovel is not adhered to the main unit, perhaps to be removed for use. I didn't try too hard to open it, especially since we're not sure what could be in it, but it looks like it could be opened. Maybe it's a waterproof capsule for storing matches or other items.
This is a carrier pigeon capsule. Such capsules were used during the First and Second World Wars. Pigeons carried coded messages. They could quickly fly up and out of range and be relied upon when all other communication had failed. 95% of pigeon messages were received. During World War I and World War II, carrier pigeons were used to transport messages back to their home coop behind the lines. When they landed, wires in the coop would sound a bell or buzzer, and a soldier of the Signal Corps would know a message had arrived. The soldier would go to the coop, remove the message from the canister, and send it to its destination by telegraph, field phone, or personal messenger. During World War II, the pigeon G.I. Joe was able to deliver a message, preventing the bombing of a captured village and thus saving over 100 lives. Another pigeon named Paddy was an Irish carrier pigeon, awarded the Dickon Medal after being the fastest pigeon to arrive back in England with news of the success of the Battle of Normandy invasion out of hundreds dispatched.
This was found in the laundry basket after he came back home from a weekend away. We are both completely stumped, but he says he has no idea where it came from. It threads pretty tight, and I'm assuming it seals. Doesn't weigh much, and the cavity seems to be too small to hold much of anything. Do you have any ideas what this is?
The Celtic Memorial Cross, Ash Holder Locket. 24-inch necklace is an ornament that is often used to remember and keep the memory of departed loved ones close to the heart. This pendant necklace typically contains a small container in which a symbolic amount of the deceased's ashes or a small personal memento can be placed. It can be made from various materials such as silver, gold, or other metals, and may be adorned with Celtic patterns and symbols.
What's this thing? I found it in a creek bed I explored yesterday. It weighs 17.8 pounds and is 5 inches in diameter. I found it in Kentucky. Any idea what it could be?
This is a solid shot cannonball from an 18-pounder black powder muzzle-loading cannon. The bore of these cannons was 5.14 inches, and the cannonballs themselves were slightly over 5 inches in diameter, weighing between 17.12 and 18.14 pounds, depending on quality control. During the Civil War, both sides used 18-pounders, which were initially naval cannons mounted on field carriages. Later in the war, they were replaced by purpose-built field artillery. The French and British also employed 18-pounders in the 18th century.
While skiing in the Alps, I found several strange capsules buried in the snow. They're about 1.80 meters tall and look like they're made of plastic or something similar. Any idea what they could be?
These are Obel X avalanche mitigation pods. They're designed to prevent avalanches by creating controlled explosions. Each pod contains tanks of hydrogen and oxygen, which are combined to produce small explosions that help stabilize snow and prevent larger, more dangerous avalanches. Each pod costs around $120,000, but this investment is made for increased safety and efficiency in avalanche control.
While clearing out a rental unit, I came across a peculiar wooden item. It's about 5 feet wide and 30 inches high, and it has no markings or writing on it. I'm really puzzled about what it could be used for or where it came from. If anyone has any ideas or has seen something like this before.
This is a wooden flax brake, a tool used in the 19th century to process flax fibers. Also known as a scutching brake or simply a brake, it was designed to separate the outer woody part of the flax plant from the inner fibers in a process called retting. The flax brake typically has hinged wooden blades, sometimes with metal teeth or blades, all set within a wooden frame.
Last weekend, I was walking through the woods with my son when we came across something interesting. We found an old industrial drum or gear made of iron and cement, with large, coarse teeth on it. It's quite big, and we're curious about its purpose. Does anyone have an idea what this gear might have been used for?
What you found is likely a Hollander beater. This machine was developed by the Dutch in 1680 and was essential in the papermaking process. It was used to produce paper pulp from plant fibers. Before the Hollander beater, making paper pulp was a slow process with stamp mills, which could only produce a small amount of pulp each day. The Hollander beater revolutionized this by being able to produce the same amount of pulp in just one day that a stamp mill would need 8 days to make. It works by beating and refining the plant fibers to create a smooth and consistent pulp, which is crucial for making high-quality paper.
I found this blue disc in a packet of sour cream crisps. It has the words Ferris 25mm BST, cert number 213026B on it. Do you have any ideas what this is?
This is a testing chip used to check metal detectors in food production lines. It's designed to simulate a foreign object to ensure the detectors are working correctly. You send a certain number of these chips through the system and expect to get the same number back. If you receive fewer chips, the production line stops until the missing chip is found. There should be documentation for these tests. Contact the company and report what you found, as this will likely trigger a serious investigation. This is a critical part of HACCP food safety protocols required by the FDA. Not recording a missing chip could result in significant fines due to falsified records.
While cleaning out my grandmother's attic, I found this metal object with no text or numbers on it. It has a gate-like mechanism and can retract to be the size of a bracelet. It was hidden in an old trunk with other vintage items. I can't figure out exactly what it is or how it was used. Does anyone know more about this?
This intriguing find is a vintage expandable gate purse frame, a fascinating relic from the past. These purse frames were commonly used in the early to mid-20th century, allowing women to create stylish and functional handbags. The frame is made of durable metal designed to open and close smoothly, providing a secure closure for the purse. The gate mechanism refers to the expandable nature of the frame, which can adjust to fit different sizes of fabric or leather. The origins of the expandable gate purse frame trace back to a time when personal accessories were both practical and a statement of style. Women often personalized their purses by attaching unique fabrics and decorations to these frames, reflecting their individual tastes and the fashion trends of the era.
Found this small kettle years ago. Tried searching for a similar one, but have always come up with nothing. Anybody have an idea why this has this unique shape? Wallet for scale.
This item is a portable men's urinal, commonly used for bed-bound patients who are unable to access a bathroom. These urinals are typically made from durable plastic, but they can also be found in stainless steel or other easy-to-clean materials.
Oh my god. I've almost used this as a kettle to boil water. It's always been on a windowsill as a curio. Not anymore. Thanks for the quick ID, guys. No longer displaying a piss jug for my friends and family to see.
You almost made coffee in that thing. Love, your wife,